Happy Saturday, folks. We got a lot of news topics to talk about in today's video. Dumb trade rumor that never ends. We're going to destroy it really quick while we start this video out. So if you read the article, you've already been informed that it is absolutely dumb. LaFleur speaks about the Detroit Lions. Actually positive from the Packers for a change. We'll get into that. Terrion Arnold lets the fans know that he's got receipts. We'll talk about what he said there. What does it mean? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it ugly? Giovanni Manu update from Penei Sewell, and it's a good one. Aidan Hutchinson's contract, and we're going to dig into that because he is about to get paid relatively soon. He's going to be paid pretty high, but we're going to start with the dumb trade rumor. I want to knock this out of the video really quick from Alex Ballantyne. His Bleacher Report Alex Ballantyne broke down the top needs and trade assets for all 32 teams and putting Williams at the top of the trade list for the Lions. Williams has endured a troubled tenure in Detroit, showing flashes of star play mixed of inconsistency and troubles off the field. There you go. You're going to read this article. It's on the Bleacher Report. It's also on Heavy.com about the Lions of trading Jameson Williams because the trouble it's not happening. Folks, Jameson Williams is Detroit Lion this year, 100%. He's not being traded. These articles are not true. He's not getting traded. I don't know what else to say there. And every time one of these articles come up, I have to cover it because that's what I'm supposed to do. So I don't want to spend any more time on it. It's just not going to happen. He's not getting traded. So we're going to get into the question there. Are you tired of these Jameson Williams stories? I am. Let your concerns be known in the comments below. Maybe some of these people will stop writing these articles if they understand that people are getting a little bit tired of it. Let's get into the next one here. We're going to talk about Matt LaFleur showing some love, actually, to the Detroit Lions. Generally speaking, that franchise has been poo-pooing on Detroit for the last 3-4 years since we've had Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. He says, I think that they're all important. I probably have a different perspective than you growing up in the state of Michigan. I grew up in Barry Sanders era, and that was always entertaining TV, and turn the TV on Sundays, LaFleur said. I think they're all rivals. Detroit right now, though, they're the class of the NFC. I know that they didn't win the Super Bowl, but it's kind of March Madness when you get to that point. Now, he really believes that Detroit is the class of the NFC. And they are. You have the Philadelphia Eagles, you have Detroit, right? Washington. I think they're all up there. It is the class for this the NFC this year. I truly do believe that, and I appreciated him actually being honest and not doing the poo-pooing like they have been doing the last couple years. As you know, last year the general manager said that the Lions' offense was a phony offense. They're not going to be that good. Before that, they said the Lions don't know what they're doing in the trades. We've heard it all, like the rumors coming out, and it came from their owner, their general manager. And I've always wondered, what is the problem with the Green Bay Packers ripping on Detroit as of late? You know, we've been a team that's always been beat up by the teams in the NFC North, and now all of a sudden we get good, and they're all butthurt, and I really don't understand the jealousy and what it is. I understand that we jumped ahead. We made the trade and got Brian Branch, but they made the trade with that. That's their fault. So I do believe that he's speaking facts here. He's not trying to blow smoke up to Detroit's fan base. He's just telling you that they didn't win the Super Bowl, but they are the class of the NFC. They're a good football team, and he's correct. And like he was saying, you didn't see the March Madness, right, with the offseason. We didn't see a ton of signings, but as you know, a lot of people in the NFL, at least a lot of good franchises, generally speaking, doesn't blow up in free agency. They do the draft, and they supplement there. So I think that's kind of what you're seeing as well. And the Green Bay Packers are a franchise that's kind of like that. They do the drafting first, and compared to the free agency being the primary off-season target for them building a roster. So that's the Lions' philosophy, and that's them. Now, Penei Sewell talks about Giovanni Manu, and this is a good update. It's always good to see. I mean, obviously, social media is a thing. Everyone can kind of see what he's got going on over there in Arizona, and it's always good to work with teammates. So he's out there with big dog Taylor Decker just holding it down, and yeah, he's just coming back, trying to build upon what he was kind of doing before the season ends. And he was doing some great things, so he is building upon the technically, and right now I think its mental aspect is where he's got to go. Talking about Mr. Giovanni Manu, and he has been progressing, and this is the word that I've been hearing as well. His development has been really well. He's doing good he's progressed hard since he's been here. He could be the backup tackle at the end of the point is how well he's progressing. This big-bodied athletic player that we drafted last year as a prospect, and I told people that don't be upset that they drafted a prospect, a player who you need to develop for some time. So, yeah, it was weird to take him in the 4th round when it could have been later, but he was a developmental player for Brad Holmes, understanding the future for what they want on the offensive line. So I thought it was a smart thing there, and it's working out, as we know. Right now we're hearing, again, I was hearing this before Penei Sewell, that he's developed much better, that he was doing a good job, that he is getting stronger in every single practice. He's going in the right direction. That's what I've been hearing. And so it's a good thing to see the truth come out and see that is 100% the case for this football team, is the development of these young players and Giovanni Manu specifically. Folks, in the comments, give me a one-word reaction to Giovanni Manu doing well. Let's continue on here and talk about Penei Sewell. He spoke as well about himself. Says, personally, I wanted to get stronger, definitely at the point of attack, both run game and pass game, Sewell said. Yeah, I just want to be more sturdy while maintaining my conditioning because we get to run more than others at the position. That's the main thing going. I just wanted to get bigger, stronger while maintaining my speed and conditioning. Penei Sewell wanting to get bigger, stronger. Holy smokes, he's the Hulk. This guy is already the best in football, and he wants to get better. He wants to build his physique. He wants to be stronger. He is a pro's pro, folks. That is 110%. Penei Sewell is everything that we wanted him, plus more. Than we drafted him with the 7th pick a couple years ago. This is what you like to see. He's at the top of his game. When you have players like this that they're at the top of their game and they're still wanting better, that's where you get the Hall of Fame levels. That's where you get the special elite players that come once in a generation, right? You're getting players like a Jerry Rice whose work ethic is unbelievable. You get players out there that just put in the effort like no other, like a St. Brown. But we've seen throughout history, this is the type of players that takes a culture to the next level, and Penei Sewell has done that and more with what he is doing. So I love this. I love the idea that he's just continue to grind, continue to put in the work, continue to not care about anything else except for family and work ethic. Love it. Love it. Love, love, love. Let's get into Terrion Arnold because he posted on social media. He says, I've been keeping receipts on it all. And he's talking to the fans. The talk about Terrion Arnold being a boss or bad at coverage, all that stuff. Mr. Terrion Arnold has been listening. And I told everybody he listens and watches. A lot of these players do. I know that for a fact. And I'm not upset about it. I love it. I love it when these players get an edge. I love it when they want to go out there and prove that they're great. We've all been in situations in our entire lives where people doubted us, where people said we can't, and then we grind even harder and we succeed. That's what you're going to get out of this doubting with Terrion Arnold. He is a hard worker. He's a good player, folks. It's the cornerback position. You got to give it a little bit of time. This is not offensive line. This is not wide receiver, running back. It's not a position it's pretty easy to transition year one into. It's not. It's a position that's more difficult. And we've seen Darius Slay. It took him 3 years. Year 2, I think he's going to progress nicely this year and take that next step. Why wouldn't he take the next step? I have no doubt. His personality is great, and I don't think anyone should have a problem with him saying, I want to take receipts. I like the edginess. I like the identity of fighting through and not just taking it. years of being a Lions fan, players are just meant to just take it, take it, take it. Nah, I want you to fight a little bit. Go out there and show your worth. Go out there and show that you can defeat and beat the odds. Even though I don't think there's really odds for him to fail at here. He's a high draft pick. He got better. You can see it throughout each week. In the beginning of the season, he was getting flagged a lot with pass interference. It was happening not much at the end of it. It's going to take time. Take time. Be patient. He'll be much better this year than he was last year. Absolutely, he's going to be better. I have no doubt about it. He's going to go out and ball and be a good player. And then year 3 is probably where he really takes that next jump, where he is that, hopefully we'd like to have him like that elite level, right? Have a young cornerback on this football team that can be respected throughout the NFL and be worried as wide receivers and their coaches has got to do a game plan dealing with Terrion Arnold. That's the type of stuff that I am excited to hear about. And once he grows, it will be like that. It will. Because I think Terrion Arnold's a good player, and I'm happy with the selection. Just needs to get on the field and get more playing time. That's really it. That's all it is for young players these days. So it's a good thing. It's absolutely a good thing. So, folks, and let's go ahead and jump to the next subject here, and that's talking about the contract extension that Aidan Hutchinson's going to get. NFL analyst and expert Brad Berryman of Sideline Report noted in May 23 feature that it's now clear for the Lions to make Aidan Hutchinson the highest paid edge rusher in the NFL. That's not hyperbole. Myles Garrett is currently the highest paid edge rusher in the market following a deal with Cleveland Browns this offseason for $40 million per year and $123.5 million in total guarantees. But Hutchinson's deal is likely to eclipse those numbers. It is. You're probably going to look at $41 million or something like that a year for Aidan Hutchinson because he is young and he is getting better. So he is going to be the highest paid pass rusher in the NFL. Expect that. 100%. Just deal with it right now. Hutch is going to get paid big-time money, and it's a good thing. We need him under contract. Get this deal with. This is a deal that we all been waiting for, right? It's the big deals, and this is the big one that was coming this offseason. So hopefully it should happen before the start of the season. When it does, we'll break that down for you, but best believe he is going to get paid by the Lions, and it's going to happen this offseason. So give me your thoughts, folks, in the comments about today's Lions news. Good, bad, and the ugly. Adios.